Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Tuesday tip, where in this video I'm going to be talking about why BMX bikes from Walmart aren't real BMX bikes. So to start this one off, this one is aimed at any of you kids out there who might be trying to convince your parents or someone else to buy you a proper BMX bike, but they're not buying it and they need reasons from someone with some credibility, and they need someone like me to tell them to get you a real BMX bike if you're truly interested in BMX. So at this point, you need to pause the video and either take it to them or bring them to it and let them watch the rest. So let's get right on into why BMX bikes from Walmart are not real BMX bikes. First off, they are not anywhere near held to the same standards of quality. Every single part on this BMX bike is made to handle abuse. It's made to handle crashes. It's made to be ridden like a real BMX bike is ridden. Bikes from Walmart are made to be ridden in circles in the driveway by 10-year-old kids who are never going to take it off a jump. And that's not to say that a BMX bike from Walmart can't take any abuse whatsoever. It's to say that you don't want it to try to take the abuse that real BMX riding might throw at it. And that brings us right on into the next point that I want to talk about, and that is materials. The materials on a BMX bike from Walmart are also nowhere near the same quality as the materials on a real BMX bike. Real BMX bikes are made of 4130 chromoly and high-grade aluminum for some parts, but when it comes to bikes from Walmart and BMX bikes from Walmart, they are made of high tensile steel on all of the main components of the bike and aluminum for everything else. And they are, quite frankly, they're just pieces of junk. And honestly, you never want to ride a full high tensile steel frame for any type of real deal BMX riding for very long, at least. Chances are, after a very short period of time or any hard slams or crashes, that bike is going to start failing, or it's going to start showing signs of failing, and those are going to lead to real failure real quick. And that brings us into the third thing that I wanted to talk about, and this is the biggest thing that I wanted to talk about, and that is safety. These bikes, like I said, are not meant to be jumped. They're not meant to be grinded. They're meant to be ridden in circles by little kids with no intentions of ever doing anything that real BMX bikes are put through. So once again, your child is not safe doing real BMX tricks on a bike from Walmart. They can get away with it for a little bit, but you don't want to put them at risk by cheaping out and buying a bike from Walmart, especially considering, and this might be something that you're not considering yet, that you can go on Craigslist or Facebook and most likely within probably 50 miles of you, find a real BMX bike for a decent price. It might be a complete bike that someone bought and didn't end up using. It might be a complete bike that's custom with all kinds of different high quality parts on it, just like this one, and you'll probably be able to pay just a little bit over what you'd have invested in a Walmart bike after tax and all of these things for something that is real, legit, and built to handle what your kid is probably going to put it through. And this is the part of the video where I tell the adults that I told whoever brought this video to you to bring the video to you. And this is the part where you get to turn it around on them and make sure that they are dedicated to riding BMX for at least a period of time before you go out and spend tons of money on a bike. So yes, sometimes it might be okay to get away with a Walmart bike for a week. I wouldn't push it further than a month of real trying to ride BMX at the skate park, because it's going to get them hurt. I promise, if they continue to ride a Walmart bike at a skate park, at trails, or even street riding, if you know about that yet, they're going to hurt themselves or the bike at some point in time, and you need to get them something that can stand up to the abuse that they're going to put it through. And this also comes with age. If your kid is a little bit older, 14, 15, and they're trying to ride BMX, they're naturally going to be bigger. And this means that a Walmart bike is going to handle even less from them. So you might want to consider going to your local bike shop. Actually, no, you don't might want to consider that. You absolutely need to go to your local bike shop and ask them about what they have to offer, at what price ranges, and they will be able to help you out. I also have some other videos on my YouTube channel that you can watch as a BMX buyer's guide. There's also tons of other videos online that you can watch. And I literally cannot stress enough how important a local bike shop could end up being to your kid if they stick with riding BMX. It's a place to go, and it's another person who could be close to them to keep an eye out for them, for you, whenever you're not around and they're out riding their bike. And it's a place where they're going to get help, and it's just a positive influence in most cases for kids who are riding. So I don't even think that you should consider Walmart in buying a bike. You should absolutely, like I said, go to your local bike shop and talk to them first, because chances are they're going to be able to help you. And if they can't and they don't deal in BMX, find another one and visit them, because most likely there's a shop somewhere near you that deals in BMX and just wants to help kids be safe and be successful riding their bikes the way that I want. Another aspect of buying local from a bike shop is that whenever you buy a bike from them, it also comes with their support for that bike. If you buy a bike from Walmart and you bring it in, you're just gonna have to pay them to work on the bike. They're probably not gonna wanna show you how to do things on it, but if you buy a bike for your kid at that bike shop, they're probably going to be way more likely to want to help them out and show them things on the bike without having to bring it in for maintenance if they just have a quick question, and they're going to be able to recommend things for future upgrades and things like that. Whereas buying from Walmart or buying on the internet, you don't get any of that, and it's definitely something that you should consider in buying a BMX bike. And when it really comes down to it, if you see this kid riding BMX in 6 months to a year, you don't want to mess with a Walmart bike whatsoever, because if you do, you're going to be buying another bike whenever they destroy the bike you bought at Walmart, and then you're going to be out that much more money. So why not put the Walmart bike money towards a legitimate BMX bike to start out and not have to worry about your kids' safety for one, and for two, your money just going to waste on a bike that's going to fall apart. And if you're in a position where you absolutely have to buy a bike from Walmart because you can't afford anything else, I have friends who build these bikes at Walmart, and their advice in this video is to check literally everything on the bike. Take it to a bike shop if you have to, have them look over it and just make sure that everything's tight and put together right, because you don't want Jimmy, who's out back smoking cigarettes while he's pushing carts back into Walmart, who's building your BMX bike, putting it together wrong or not correctly, and having your kid get on it and go to the skate park and try to jump something and have the bars come back or go forward and have them fall at someone else's expense and fault. So with that being said, I hope that you have watched this video and listened and understood everything that I've had to say, because it's all true. And I really just want to help whoever you are that might be watching this video thinking about buying a BMX bike for your kid or whoever it might be, to make an educated decision and purchase whenever you're buying something. I've seen tons of videos online where YouTube BMX guys are trying to ride a Walmart bike just like they ride their own bikes, and they just completely trash and destroy them. And it's one of those things where I haven't really seen anybody actually talking about why this is happening and why there's a difference between that Walmart bike and a real BMX bike like this one. And I know to someone who's not in the BMX world, you might not be able to see the difference between the two just upon looking at them, but if you put two of them beside each other, you can absolutely see the differences, and I'm promising you that there are major, major differences, even more than the ones that I've just talked about today. And the companies who are making the bikes that you see at Walmart are trying to emulate these bikes as good as they possibly can. So it's understandable that someone might confuse them for each other before they've got any real knowledge on the subject. So with that being said, if anyone has questions, please leave them in the comments below, or scroll through the comments and make sure that your question hasn't been asked yet, because I know that there are going to be a lot of them in the comments, and I want to help as many people as possible with this, and I want to keep as many kids as possible riding bikes. I don't want some kid to quit riding because he had a Walmart bike, or he's riding his old bike from Walmart at the skate park, tries to jump something and ends up falling and never wants to ride again. Don't want to see that. I want to see as many people as possible riding BMX. So I'm going to end the video here. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you've learned anything or you've made a better decision for buying a BMX bike for someone in your life because of this video, also let me know that in the comments down below. Hit subscribe while you're down there because I've got so many videos like this, or that your child or whoever might find useful after they get their BMX bike. I've got tips on how to work on your bike. I come out with a BMX news video every Friday that talks about all of the new things coming out and pros who are making videos and all kinds of different stuff like that, as well as just videos of me having fun riding with my friends on other days of the week. And sometimes I stream and talk about different aspects of BMX. So if that sounds like anything you might be interested in, hit the subscribe button. There's gonna be more videos that pop up, and you're gonna be able to find all of the other tips and tricks videos that are going to help in the future with the bike that you might buy, unless it's a Walmart bike. Because quite honestly, I don't plan on making videos about how to work on those types of bikes, because I don't think anyone who's trying to ride BMX for real should be riding one of those bikes. And with that, thank you again for hanging out and watching this video. I really hope it was useful, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, for another video. Thank you and goodbye.